All right, y'all. So here I'm gonna show you my paddleboard equipment gear that I have. So it's this paddleboard right here. I'll put the link on the screen somewhere. I got it on Amazon, and this one right here. Why I like it is because it's um, big enough for like a couple people and a dog or things like that. And I got it specifically like that. To have more balance. I just didn't want to struggle with it, right? A life jacket, depending on what state you live in, you're required a life jacket. The paddle board, so it does come with this fin, but we're not going to use that fin. We're actually going to use this fin right here. And this fin, what's so special about this, right? Hold on. Alright, so what's so special about this Boost Surfing fin, in case you haven't seen it before, it's also a fin for the paddleboard. It can be for a kayak, things like that. But what's so special about this is that it's an electronic one. So all I have to do is press this button and it goes. Now this is my actually first time testing it out. I was actually debating on whether or not I should paddleboard because it's still a little bit hot. And that hike earlier just trained me. But I was like, why not? I'm excited to test this out. So this is the main reason we're coming out here, right? Last time I had it, I just one of those things, right? I charged it the night before. I made sure that it was charged, but accidentally, instead of turning it off, I left it on all night. So the next morning when I went to paddleboard, no battery, right? So this is my first time testing that out. Now I highly recommend get an air compressor. In this case, this is the one I got. Nothing special, it's just an air compressor, right? I'll put the link of this specific one on the screen somewhere. And so far it works, right? But I mean, it's just an air compressor. If you have one or you know of a better one, you can just go ahead and use that. It comes with a little hose, right? So the paddleboard did come with this dry bag right here, which is a 5-liter one, so I didn't have to buy an extra one, so that was quite nice. And then inside this bag, actually, now I do have a cooler, which I knew I wasn't gonna need it this time, so it's not here. But this right here, so this is an anchor. So why an anchor? I highly suggest, if you're gonna get a paddleboard, which I highly suggest you get a paddleboard, an anchor, because sometimes you're just kind of enjoying nature, but the current keeps going, so next thing you know, you're like way out into the lake or the ocean or wherever you're paddleboarding, right? And it might seem like a short distance, but believe me, after you're paddling for like 30 minutes, it's like, where is the end, right? So I highly suggest get yourself an anchor yourself down, and not do your yoga or days out, whatever it is that you're going to do. Okay. And so this is just for a cup that attaches and screws on to the paddle board, in case you do need it. I do have camelback thing, fanny pack thing, so that's the one I use. So that one I kind of jumped the gun on this one. Me personally, I don't need it. If you do, then get it, I guess. It works. I guess that's all I can tell you. And then these were supposed to be supposed to float in the water, right? These little red things, they don't. They don't. So I'm not even going to put the link anywhere, because I would not recommend this glasses right here, but for now they'll do. All right, so let's go ahead, and first things first, we have to inflate our paddleboard. All right, just a couple of tips for I guess just in case you don't know, right? Just like when I started, I didn't know. So make sure that whenever there's a specific output right here that goes in there, and it's only that one, otherwise it won't work. All right, so pretty much as you can see, all you do is push it in and twist it. All right, so push and twist, and you gotta make sure it's on there. All right, and then all you do is just so you gotta put your psi on your compressor. And also another important thing, there is on some compressors there's two outlets, there's inflate and deflate, so make sure you put it on the correct one, because yes, I have done it where I put it on the other one. All right, so we're just gonna go ahead and turn it on.
Alright y'all, while we wait for the paddleboard to inflate, I want to talk about this seat. I'm not putting the link up yet because it hasn't really worked for me, but before discarding it, I do believe I'm the one that is maybe not setting it up correctly since it works on tension. So I will try it a couple more times, and if it works correctly, I will recommend it and put the link on the screen.
Alright, so it's done, and I have to take this off, and there's gonna be a sound that's coming out, but that's okay. Don't, like, it's fine. See that? And it's fine, it just locks in. And then now we put this one right in there, and that's it. Easy as that. And just put this up. And I'll roll that up a little bit later, just because time is of the essence now. We're running out of time. So I just kind of want to get it going. The last thing we have to do is attach that fin, but now I'm gonna go ahead and attach I do have to attach this GoPro, this X3 X4 into the onto the paddle board. So let me go ahead and close the car out, and I'll be right back. Alright, so the last thing we have to do is just attach this fin right here. Actually, let me turn it around. This one is right there. There you go. Alright, and it's actually quite simple. All you do you unscrew this right here. And they send you this tool with this fin, and as a matter of fact, you need this tool. You might think it's like, oh, I can just get another one of this size, which yeah, you can. That's not the issue. The issue is that so this is a fail. Oh man, it was going so well. So the reason why this is a fail is because in order to screw this in here, since it's not the original one for this board, and it's a specific little thing in here, which I had in there, and since they have theirs in there and they leave it in there, I just figured you just leave it in there, but I was wrong. So the one I put in there is it's gone, so I can't attach this on here. So this is the second time I try to use this, and for one reason or another, oh well, it is what it is. Let me go get the other thing.
Okay, so after getting the original fin and putting it on, I finally got on the water. And I just want to share the last couple of tips I have on this. 1. Make sure to put in your paddleboard in deep enough water where the fin does not touch ground. And second, as mentioned earlier, make sure to anchor yourself if you're not planning on going too far offshore. And as you can see, all you do is clip it to your board and drop it in the water. Lastly, and most important, make sure to breathe. And remember, it is what it is. Life will come and go, so try to live in the moment, at least while you're on your board. I will leave you all to enjoy the rest of this beautiful sunset, and make sure to subscribe to see if I can finally get my electric fin to work in the next video.